Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 4, Book 52, number 241. Narrated by Ibn Umar. From the Prophet the following Hadith, number 242. Volume 4, Book 52, number 242. Narrated by Ibn Umar. The Prophet said, "If the people knew what I know about traveling alone, then nobody would travel alone at night." Volume 4, Book 52, number 243. Narrated by Hisham's father. Osama bin Zaid was asked at what pace the Prophet rode during Hajjat al-Wada. He rode at a medium pace, but when he came upon an open way he would go at full pace. Volume 4, Book 52, number 244. Narrated by Aslam. While I was in the company of Abdullah bin Umar on the way to Mecca, he received the news of the severe illness of Safiya bint Abi Ubaid, i.e. his wife. So he proceeded at greater speed, and when the twilight disappeared, he dismounted and offered the Maghrib and Isha prayers together and said, "I saw the Prophet delaying the Maghrib prayer to offer it along with the Isha when he was in a hurry on a journey." Volume 4, Book 52, number 245. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Allah's Apostle said, "Journey is a piece of torture, for it disturbs one's sleep, eating and drinking. So, when you fulfill your job, you should hurry up to your family." Volume 4, Book 52, number 246. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. Umar bin al-Khattab gave a horse to be ridden in Allah's cause and then he found it being sold. He intended to purchase it. So, he consulted Allah's Apostle who said, "Don't buy it and don't take back your gift of charity." Volume 4, Book 52, number 247. Narrated by Aslam. I heard Umar bin al-Khattab saying, "I gave a horse to be ridden in Allah's cause and the person who got it intended to sell it or neglected it. So, I wanted to buy it as I thought he would sell it cheap. I consulted the Prophet who said, 'Do not buy it even if for 1 dirham, because he who takes back his gift is like a dog swallowing its vomit.'" Volume 4, Book 52, number 248. Narrated by Abdullah bin Amr. A man came to the Prophet asking his permission to take part in Jihad. The Prophet asked him, "Are your parents alive?" He replied in the affirmative. The Prophet said to him, "Then exert yourself in their service." Volume 4, Book 52, number 249. Narrated by Abu Bashir al-Ansari. That he was in the company of Allah's Apostle on some of his journeys. The sub-narrator, Abdullah, adds, "I think that Abu Bashir also said, and the people were at their sleeping places. Allah's Apostle sent a messenger ordering, 'There shall not remain any necklace of string, or any other kind of necklace round the necks of camels except it is cut off.'" Volume 4, Book 52, number 250. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. That he heard the Prophet saying, "It is not permissible for a man to be alone with a woman, and no lady should travel except with a muhrim, i.e. her husband or a person whom she cannot marry in any case forever, e.g. her father, brother, etc." Then a man got up and said, "O Allah's Apostle, I have enlisted in the army for such and such Ghazwa and my wife is proceeding for Hajj." Allah's Apostle said, "Go and perform the Hajj with your wife." Volume 4, Book 52, number 251. Narrated by Ubaydullah bin Abi Rafi. I heard Ali saying, Allah's Apostle sent me, Az Zubair and al-Miqdad somewhere saying, "Proceed till you reach Rawdat Kak. There you will find a lady with a letter. Take the letter from her." So, We set out and our horses ran at full pace till we got at our order, where we found the lady and said to her, "Take out the letter." She replied, "I have no letter with me." We said, "Either you take out the letter or else we will take off your clothes." So she took it out of her braid. We brought the letter to Allah's apostle, and it contained a statement from Hatib bin Abi Balta'a to some of the Meccan pagans, informing him of some of the intentions of Allah's apostle. Then Allah's apostle said, "O Hatib, what is this?" Hatib replied, "O Allah's apostle, don't hasten to give your judgment about me. I was a man closely connected with the Quraysh, but I did not belong to this tribe, while the other emigrants with you had their relatives in Mecca who would protect their dependents and property. So I wanted to recompense for my lacking blood relation to them by doing them a favor so that they might protect my dependents. I did this neither because of disbelief, not apostasy, nor out of preferring kufr, disbelief, to Islam." Allah's apostle said, "Hatib has told you the truth." Umar said, "O Allah's apostle, allow me to chop off the head of this hypocrite." Allah's apostle said, "Hatib participated in the battle of Badr, and who knows, perhaps Allah has already looked at the Badr warriors and said, 'Do whatever you like, for I have forgiven you.'" Volume 4, Book 52, number 252. Narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah. When it was the day of the battle of Badr, prisoners of war were brought, including Al-Abbas, who was undressed. The Prophet looked for a shirt for him. It was found that the shirt of Abdullah bin Ubay would do, so the Prophet let him wear it. That was the reason why the Prophet took off and gave his own shirt to Abdullah. The narrator adds, he had done the Prophet some favor for which the Prophet liked to reward him. Volume 4, Book 52, number 253. Narrated by Sal. On the day of the battle of Khaybar, the Prophet said, "Tomorrow I will give the flag to somebody who will be given victory by Allah, and who loves Allah and His Apostle and is loved by Allah and His Apostle." So the people wondered all that night as to who would receive the flag, and in the morning everyone hoped that he would be that person. Allah's Apostle asked, "Where is Ali?" He was told that Ali was suffering from eye trouble, so he applied saliva to his eyes and invoked Allah to cure him. He at once got cured as if he had no ailment. The Prophet gave him the flag. Ali said, "Should I fight them till they become like us, i.e. Muslim?" The Prophet said, "Go to them patiently and calmly till you enter the land. Then, invite him to Islam, and inform them what is enjoined upon him, for, by Allah, if Allah gives guidance to somebody through you, it is better for you than possessing red camels." Volume 4, Book 52, number 254. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, "Allah wonders at those people who will enter paradise in chains." Volume 4, Book 52, number 255. Narrated by Abu Burda's father. The Prophet said, "Three persons will get their reward twice. One is a person who has a slave girl and he educates her properly and teaches her good manners properly, without violence, and then manumits and marries her. Such a person will get a double reward. Another is a believer from the people of the Scriptures, who has been a true believer and then he believes in the Prophet, Muhammad. Such a person will get a double reward. The third is a slave who observes Allah's rights and obligations and is sincere to his master." Volume 4, Book 52, number 256. Narrated by Asab bin Jathama. The Prophet passed by me at a place called Al-Abwa or Waddan, and was asked whether it was permissible to attack the pagan warriors at night with the probability of exposing their women and children to danger. The Prophet replied, "They, i.e. women and children, are from them, i.e. pagans." I also heard the Prophet saying, The institution of Himma is invalid except for Allah and His Apostle.